Hi everybody, I'm just fixing up our hubbub from last night here, make sure everything's working. Yeah, I didn't have my sound on when I was doing all that, but it's on now. Okay, so dun, 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 dun. Hi, Mr. Bunsen. Get the coffee. Let's do this. Bum, bum, bum. Watch out, you did. Go away. Alrighty, so today we are going to be working on Bargain Bead Box project number 4. Project number 4. Hello, good morning everybody. Sorry, I have a headache this morning. I don't know what's happening right now. It's like all the things. It's kind of gloomy here, and it was rainy, and I don't know if my sinuses are acting up or what's happening. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I had to watch my duck win in the replay. Yeah. Debbie is the official FOC winner of August. It's August. Yeah, of August. So congratulations to Debbie. She won all the prizes. No, I just don't have my sound on. I can turn it off on my microphone when I'm saying things. Excited to receive my first order. Good. I'm so happy, Tina. I think I shipped that the other day. Oh, you guys, before I get started on this, I went to the, trying to look for the design here. I went to the post yesterday, and I got a bunch of mail, and finally got the, the shaker, the patina paint bottle shaker in the mail, and I tried it out yesterday, and it works like a charm. Can I just say that? Yeah, I was super excited. I shook up all my patina paints, and then I was like, I shook up all these patina paints, I should probably make something. I only did like 5. I was like, I should probably make something, and then I was like, no, I don't feel like it right now. But I shook up one because I wanted to see, because the patina paints, especially the older ones, the originals, they had different finishes. Like some of them have pearl in them, and those pearl ones, I swear to God, are like the hardest to get shaken up. How loud is it? It's kind of loud. I mean, it's not really. So the reason it was loud is because it has 4 little suction cups on the bottom of the thingy. And so you're supposed to put the suction cups to something to hold it in place. But I tried to put mine on like the counter, just on the counter or whatever. But it's more of like a laminate, so it didn't stick very well. So I had to kind of like hold it. I just held it down while it was doing its thing so it didn't go flying all over the place. But when I was not holding it, it was louder. And it also shook differently, so I would let go of the pressure. But you could see inside that it was like, you could see the little mixy ball and the paint going around and stuff. So I took a little video of it. I can share it on Facebook or whatever. So yeah, that was exciting. Exciting. I finally got my pictures in here. I got that going for me. I did finish that up yesterday. So there's that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and this one. You went back to strength changing class. This is the one we did yesterday. This is the one we're going to do today. Mr. Bunsen, by the way, is on one this morning. He's been very needy. I don't know what his problem is, so he'll probably be up here. Oh, yeah, there he is. Probably up here being needy. I don't know what he wants. I gave him all the love. He doesn't want love. I gave him head scratches. He doesn't really want that. I tried to hold him. He doesn't want me to hold him. He just wants to sit on top of all of my books and stare at me and then headbutt me in the face. And now he's sitting on the back of the chair. So I don't know what his plans are for this here morning summit we have going on. I found my other cutter, by the way. It was over there in the middle of the FOC doings when I was making the new bags. Alright, so I am excited about this because, now I got too many cutters out here. Because, here's the deal. I want this ring to hang this way. Like, this is a weird angle. So like, but then all the stuff comes off the bottom. Like this is the top, this is the bottom. Instead of being like this, like we would normally do. And I want to wrap it with wire. And then I got to figure out a way to like make this work. Could be some engineering going on this morning, I think. Yay! Mr. Bunsen is being Mr. Grumpy CEO. He is. I don't know what his problems are. We had some rough sleep last night. Maybe that had something to do with it. It was hot and it was cold and I got a new pillow and I didn't like it. And it was because it has a velvety case. And then, I don't know. we were struggling yesterday. Okay, and then this goes on the top, and this goes on the bottom. All right. Okay, so, Carol. Operation, what's all this hanging down bits I did? I'm doing dangly down bits? Okay, so... there's a couple of ways we could do these dangly down bits, because in my mind, we're going to wrap this entire thing with beads and wire. So we could do that first. Then we could wire wrap said dangly bits, go in between the beads that are on there, and connect them with, I mean, honestly, connecting them with jump rings would probably be easier because otherwise you're going to have a lot of hoopla going on. So that'd probably be the easiest. Or we could wire wrap them on as we go. However, I'm thinking that if we do it the first way that I said, it's going to be more dangly and it's not going to be as stiff, which is, you know, I'm kind of into that. So maybe I'll try that way. You could use 3 pieces of chain to hold the ring. Oh yeah, you could. That's a good idea. We will do that, Charlie. Thank you for your input. Yeah, we'll do that. And then there's got to be one that comes from the middle. So on this little moon they give us, got a top and a bottom and a little hoopla right here. I thought about putting this there, but then I was like, that's too much. I'll just put a bead there. So if we have a chain, this is not a very big loop. We might have to add a jump ring. If we did chain, boop, 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 3 of them to hold the ring on like so, you know, like a potted plant. That makes sense. And then 1 in the middle to come down and hang on to this. Seems like a plan to me. Let's do it. We need some wire. Let's use some of that little teeny tiny wire they sent us. That little 26 gauge or wherever the heck they did. Watch out, Bunsen. I'm getting into my my mystery box business here. I know they sent us some little tiny stuff. Is it this one? Is that gold? Is that gold? Bare phosphor bronze. I mean, okay. I thought they sent us a little tiny gold. Here we go. 26 gauge. We'll use this one. I guess this is trying to not be gold. It kind of looks gold to me. This is a 28 gauge. We'll use this one. Okay. Well, you do need dangles on a chandelier, right? So whenever I open these, I do write on them what size they are because they don't say. So I'm going to write that on there. This pen's probably going to be way too big. 26. 26. Because otherwise I'll just get all, you know how I like to be. Crazy with myself. All right. Okay. So then, so I'm going to use this 26 gauge. I would say if you don't have a 26, you could use a 24. People generally have a 24. That shouldn't be a problem. This is going to go crazy. Okay. Didn't go as crazy as that other one did. Good morning. Okay. Let's just see first off the bat if this is going to fit on there, which I'm 95% sure it's going to. It is. And these little tiny 2mm beads. I'm sorry, can someone check the list and tell me what these are again? Are these quartz beads? I can't remember what they are. And I can't tell, honestly. Moonstones, perhaps? Maybe they're moonstones. Are they moonstones? Anyway, they're 2mm faceted something or others. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Okay, so I am going to get quite an excessive amount of wire here because I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I'm going to do like, this little bit right here is poking my finger. I don't like that. Come on, you. Come off of there. Like, half a wingspan to start? I'll try that. This stuff is so little, I don't even know if I could straighten it out. Maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah, I can. Rutilated quartz. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so this is the Beadalon wire straightener. If you're unaware, you just fold it over the wire and then it just makes it straight. It does work harden it a little bit. Okay, so if you have some wonkiness, this is a good investment. We better just keep that out. We'll probably need it next time. Hello. I'm going to zoom out just a smidge. I just felt like everything was so little, you guys couldn't see. Golden rutilated quartz. Alright, so since I'm going to do the dangly bits later, I'm just going to start with the ring. So I did add these rings. These are just a circle, just random whatever rings you might have rolling around the house. And I'm going to start by wrapping this around 3 times. On the ring. Then I'm going to trim it. And I'm going to squish it. Squishing is very important. Okay. Now this other part, I am going to go across and backwards so that I have this behind the ring. And this is where we're going to start putting our beads on. Put a bead on. Bring it down. And I'm just going to wrap it. 1, 2. I'm holding it in place. I know you guys can't see, but I gotta get this one on started. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, like so. So you can go back like over here. Which is what I think I will do. So then you're back right where you started. Okay, so put it on there. I wrapped around 1, 2 over here. Then I went back around here once. And then I just come out this way so that I'm ready to put on the second bead. Yeah? Now, if you want to leave more space, you might want to think about that because we are going to be putting dangly bits in between. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it any way you want. My personal opinion, there's no wrong way to do it. One, two. Okay. Then we're going to go back between the beads. Bring it to the back. Sorry, this is like uncontrollable little wire. And then we're right back where we started from. Yeah? I dig it. I remember we made some earrings like this from Bargain Bead Box before with some garnets. I think I put it on my website and we had 2 of these that we did and we connected them together. Those were really cool. I liked those. 1, 2, back. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Good morning, everybody. These little tiny guys. Little tiny guys. I quite like wrapping beads onto little things. I find it kind of relaxing. Clearly, once you get started, it's a lot easier and your string's not as long and crazy, but I still find it relaxing. So this is going to be going this way. So these are pretty clustered together. So if I want to start hanging dangly bits, I better make some room for them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just wrap with no bead on. 1, 2, 3. And then that'll leave a space where I can put a dangly bit with a jump ring, yeah? So, and then this will be my other one. So it's basically 4. Now, I don't know if that's going to work out like, you know, 4, 4, and 4, but I'm going to try to make it work out that way, I guess, since this is what I've decided. Let's see, I kind of want one of these pinky ones. You make beading seem so easy, and yet it looks so professional. Well, thank you. I am a firm believer in that beading is supposed to be fun. Like, I don't know. I do see a lot of people they want to get real into the, like, you know, the hoopla of it all. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be this. Blah, 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 blah. And by that time, you're not having fun. Not only are you not having fun, but you're also, like, you're causing me more stress. Causing me more stress, man. Like this little wire's trying to cause me stress. I better straighten him out a little bit. Just throw my beads everywhere. That's how you know you're doing it. You're just throwing beads everywhere. Get yourself a good bead cat. Pick them all up for you. Yeah, so I think that'll be... 1, 2, and then in between. Okay, okay, you get it together. In between and to the back. Yeah, because you'll have a little bit of control over the spacing of the beads and like how close you put them together and how tight they are, whatever. If you need them to be looser to like make, you know, because if you think about it, like you could go directly down, this should be 4. So if you can get 4 here, it should work out. So you can get 4 spaces equally for dangly bits, right? Seed beads and crochet are my 2 relaxing techniques. Ooh, good morning. Sorry, I was just reading. So yeah, I'm super excited. I got a bunch of Christmas stuff in, you guys. I got the logo. You're gonna freak out when you see it. It's different than it has been in the past. It's the same, but it's different. It's got stuff. It's got more stuff. So I got the Christmas logo, so I'm super excited to order cups. And I got a lot of my Christmas bead decisions made. You know, I'm going to Taylor's Falls this weekend. 1, 2, back, through, to the back. This little tiny wire is actually working out pretty good, to tell you that much for free. I do cross stitch. It is relaxing. I don't know about that. I've seen some of that online. Cross stitch, where they just do all the different stitches, and well, is that also where they make like they have like the iron-on pattern and then you like follow the pattern or whatever? Is that cross stitch? I think it is. Anyway, I think that might maybe drive me insane. Surprisingly, my aunt did a diamond painting. Well, it's basically like a diamond painting. It was for like little kids. It was like a little kid diamond painting type situation. And it was just a butterfly. And she's like, I really like this. And I'm like, really? I think that might literally push me over the edge. What happened to Anita? I haven't done any beading this week. Chest infection is back and it's kicking my butt. Oh no! Oh no, Anita. Are you doing like the nebulizer and stuff? Trying to get it all better? One, 2, no, that's 1, 2, and back, and through. And here we go to make 3 little wraps. 1, 2, 3. Just feeling, you are thinking of regular hand embroidery. Oh, well, what's this cross stitch? That's where you do different stitches though, right? I've seen that. They look cool. Because sometimes they can like hide them and like make little flowers and stuff. I'm sorry, I already forgot. What did you guys say this is? Rutilated quartz? I want this one and it's being problematic. You are going to be a beautiful earring. Get on with it. Where's the hole? There it is. It's like, what? What are we doing? Okay, so we have 4 straight down from here. Yeah, it should work out. It might be, I'm gonna have to squish these over a little bit, but it should work out where I can do 4, 4, and 4. You see it with your little brain? Not that your brain is little, but like, that's how I have to see things. I don't plan things, so I am problematic to the process. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just deal with that when we get there. Like, you know, if it don't work out, that's fine. 2, and back, and through, to the back. Boop, boop, boop. Crotch stitch uses specific types of fabric. Oh, you don't count the threads and make X's to make a picture. Oh, I'm way off. Okay. Sorry, no, I don't know what that is. I'm like, no, I thought it was like embroidery. Do you guys remember the where you used to? They had the little cut pieces of yarn. What is that called? They had all the different colored pieces of yarn, and then you would put them through with this like little hook thing, and then it would be like tall, like a rug kind of. And then like when you were done, you would like shave the yarn off. You remember that? What's that called? Do silk painting with embroidery and quilting. I love embroidery because I can just make a few minutes. Things are wild in design. Sketchbook. Oh, silk painting is very cool. I have a silk painting. It's packed up right now, but I got it at the Art World. I got it at Art World in Minneapolis, and it's like a I had it in my bathroom. It was a what do you call it? The tower, like the sea tower. What is that thing called? The lighthouse. It was the lighthouse on like a cliff. But it's really cool because it's like done on silk and then like framed. Yeah, I like that. Latch hook. Yes, that is what it is. Latch hook. Do you guys remember the latch hook? I remember my aunt did one of those when I was a kid, and I kind of got into it. And then, but I didn't know like you're supposed to like shave them or whatever when they're done, so it looks like, you know, like the picture. I don't know why I didn't know that. 1, 2. And back, and through, to the back. More on there. Kinda got scooch these guys over just a smidgy. There we go. I got a little crinkle in my wire. Latch hook rugs. That is what I do the most, is hand embroidery. Well, I know Amber really likes to do hand embroidery too. Morphing Designs. Good morning, Morphing Designs. Oh, I did text Amber, tell her I was coming for the weekend. And she was like, oh good, I'll be at the store. She said she's visiting her grandbabies and her daughter right now, and then her mom came down, so they're having like a whole hoopla over there. But she said she'd be there this weekend, so that's fun. And Jefferson got our rooms and everything arranged, I guess he said. So I was like, cool. And they were free at the casino, which was lovely because they're usually like $200 or whatever. So that worked out pretty awesome. Jeff's going to Jeff's going to, he's going to drop his key off at the house and say goodbye to the house, because he didn't really get to say goodbye to the house yet, you know? And yeah, so that's going to be a thing. Okay, so right here I'm going to do 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. Now we got to get 4 beads to fit in this little space. It worked out pretty good. We can squish them in there. A video at Taylor's Falls might be necessary. Yeah, it might be. I'm sure we probably can do a video. I'll have to get all my Christmas shopping done before you guys get on the video so you'll see. 1, 2, back and through to the back. Go. Yeah, so I think it'll be a good time. I think I picked just enough wire for this whole situation, which is good. Two. Okay, so I'm going to try to squish these guys over a little bit by just pushing them because I need a little space. Okay. Ooh. 3, 2, and back. And one more. Gonna be a little close, but that's fine. I'm fine with it. Ooh. Yeah, there you. One, 2, and back through. And now I'm just going to wrap over the top of this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Push this guy over just a smidgy. Okay. And then for safety reasons, I'm just going to take this little bit of tail and I'm just going to go in between a couple of beads here. I'm so excited. Oh, perfect. I can land in this little spot right here. I don't want it to be too thick in there, so I'm going to trim it and then squish it because squishing is important. Okay, we'll squish these as well. All the little blank spots. All right. So we are done with that. So you can tell by my fingers, like I'm holding on to it pretty tight and I'm keeping everything in there so it's staying where it's supposed to be. But now that we've kind of reinforced it, it's gonna stay where it needs to be. I like it. A little bit of work, but I'm okay with it. So now I would say next order of business, I'm gonna kind of push these together so they're kind of like clustered a little bit more. Gotta be careful when you're pushing on these little beads though, because you don't want to break one off. There, that kind of looks more like 4, 4, 4. So now we've got to do the dangly bits and the chain situation. Hi. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Let's find a little bit of chain. Well, I was digging around in my stuff last night. Look, I found this. I remember putting this in there. I think it's from Vintage. I think this whole thing is from Vintage. I remember setting this. I don't know what kind of stone this is. It's clearly like I think it's a dyed cab, but I found it last night. I thought it was cool. Sorry, distracted. Where's the chain? Chain, 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 chain. We've got some Rolo chain. Steel chain. We have all the curved chain. I think the Rolo chain is probably going to be our best option, yeah? It's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I just dropped that. The whole bit. Well, that's gotta go back in there. See if we can't find the end of this drama. We'll be on our way. There we go. So now we need 3 pieces of chain. I gotta get the jump cut. This is stainless steel chain that's been dipped. I think this is just from like Walmart or something, if I recall correctly. So we need 3 pieces of chain that are going to be the same size, but I always overdo it because look, we're gonna put a jump ring in here. We're gonna have to, because this little guy is not gonna be big enough to hold everything we want to put in there. And we want 3 of these, so we don't want it to be too long. And then also we're gonna have one coming from the middle, which will hold this. So I think we'll just count them out, because I don't want them to be too long. Because by the time you get with all that, you know, then you got your earring hook on there. That could be doing some stuff. So let's do. I gotta have something. I gotta have something. Here's something. This will work. Why is there a hole in this bag? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 seems more better. Right? I'm gonna go with it. Okay. So we need 3 of these that are the same size. And there is 2. Make sure that's not the one that I cut. This one has 1 extra link on there. Okay, so I got 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. No, I cut it too short. Dang. Try again. That's because I cut this one. All right, we got this. Yeah, right. Now we're in it. Autocorrect. All right, so we got 3 pieces of chain that are the same length, and then We'll put these on, I think. Or should we do 4? Since we got 4, may as well do 4, right? We got 4 pieces. Let's do 4. It just makes sense. I was going to do 3, but I mean, 4 is more than 3 and less than 2, so why not? Yeah? Oh, I lost the end. Agreed. Leanna agrees. All right, so we got 4. All right, okay. Okay, so next order of business, we have to have the one long one that comes down through everything, through the middle. But how long do I want that one to be? I don't even know. I guess we'll put it on here and we'll just guesstimate. So these are going to be here, yeah? So like where these are going to connect is where this is going to be. So I'm just going to gamble and say right here. Are you going to be a bleeding problem? Yes. Okay. Call the medic! Medic! We need a medic. 8 and 2 longer is easier to cut chains both earrings. 8? Cut 8 and 2. 8 and 2 longer. What? What? Hold on. I'm bleeding to death. One moment, please. I'm not. Look, it's just little. We can't be bleeding on everything. Those are the rules. (9:45 a.m.) Already bleeding. It's gonna be a good day. By the way, don't forget it's members only bingo today at 3. Medic! Cut yourself? Poked myself with a piece of cut chain. So, yes. It's okay, we got it. Okay, so this one, these others were 15. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, in case anybody is wondering. 27. And then I'm going to put this little guy right on the end. Might as well just do that while he's sitting here. This is an open jump ring, yeah? Hello? Okay. Scaring me. Put him right on the end of this. 27. Oh, I better just, okay, these go on the thing. I better just cut this one right now before I forget for the other earring, for the other side. Uh-oh. Houston. Okay. Oop. Oop. We got it. Okay, so that's for the other side, so I don't forget. Now we need a couple of dangly bits here. You like how my first aid kit is right there? Yeah, well, that's why we have a medic button. I am dangerous. The long one is 27 links. Yes. I run to the potty and you've injured yourself. I know, right? That's how it goes. Okay, so we're going to start first with, we got to do a couple of dangly bits, which I think if these guys will fit on there, I might just use them. They should fit, yeah. I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to do 3? Question mark? 3 too many? Don't worry, I will not be deterred. Let's see. Okay, so that's what 3 is. Let's look at 2. Made it in time for the bloodletting. Yep, welcome in. Okay, here's 2. 2, 3. I think 3 might be too many. I'm going to do 2. For funsies. Okay, so we need 4 at 2. You could add extra bits. You could add the little moons or more sparkly business. I'm just adding these because we have them out here. You could add some larger beads from your own stash. Whatever you want dangling here would be good. Maybe some crystals. You do you. I'm going to do this. So 4 sets of 2. Perfect. We'll wire wrap them up. I have another zip of coffee. I assume you don't have the... Nope, the Japanese steel cutter is in storage right now. It is. Now I am going to hang these on with jump rings, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish them. The jump rings are also going to double for putting on the charm and putting on the chains in my head. Hopefully that works out. So I'm just going to wire wrap them and complete them. I gotta get back into my stainless steel cutting machine one of these days when we get moved and whatever. I think it's quite fun. Trying really hard not to break this little tiny bead. But I gotta tuck this in. Boop. That's one. Yeah, exactly, Rosanna. I always cut myself when I use that thing, which is dangerous because that thing is dangerous, man. Each dangly bit on the chandelier is different lengths, so why not a mix-up of 3, 2, 1? That could also be an option. However, I would argue that that might throw off the balance. The balance? I mean, you could try if you wanted to. It could be a balance issue. Maybe not. Maybe if you use different beads, like maybe if you had a heavier crystal and then you had like 2 little tiny beads on the other side, you know, that could be a thing. Just so like the balance weighs out. I don't know. I'm just like, if you're not bleeding, are you really trying? Are you trying? Get one more. Hello, good morning. I am very late. Oh, you're never late, Susan. Not to a Thunderhorse Descendant doings. You're right on time. yeah, today it looks like I got some orders to ship. Some people, there was maybe 10, 12 people who ordered the FOC last night, the new one. So I'm going to ship those out. What's this doing? This just randomly over here? Oh, that's the one that I cut too short. Okay, put that over here so I don't forget. Okay, we're going to do some construction. I need jump rings. Did your house sell? My house did sell, yes. It sold. Well, I mean, as long as nothing happens. But yeah. So that's good. Oh. Don't forget to cut the chain for the other earrings. Oh, yes. I'll have to do that. Okay, so here I have a mix of jump rings in all the sizes. We've got Tinky Tots, we've got larger ovals, things and stuff. All right, so start here and work our way to the middle, which sounds weird because we always usually start at the bottom, but whatever. I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have to go with this 8. So it's do I want a round? No, I don't think so. Maybe I want a round for this. Let me try it. I'll try it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna switch to a round. So I got an 8 oval, 8mm oval. That's what I got. Oval is what I got. And put that on the bottom of the moon. So here's the deal. We're gonna put all 4 of these on here. My concern is I might have to switch to a round because if I don't, these are not going to hang at the same length like they're supposed to. So I've got the 2. I got to put this middle one on in the middle of all that. So there's that. I got this guy. 2 on the other side. Okay, we'll see if it works. If not, we might have to switch to a round jump ring. I mean, logistically, they're all going to hang because they're going to be the same just based on the fact that they're here. But I don't know if they're going to hold this upright. So we're going to try it. Do you guys know what I mean? I think that it might work. So this is what I have so far. So I've got 2 of the 15 here, the long one in the middle, and then 2 on the other side. And now we'll connect on here with, I want to try a 6. I'll try a 6. Just so it's not so problematic. Okay, so I start here. I'm going to put this on. And then I put on this charm, and then I put this on here. Should, oh, this could be big enough. Are you big enough? See if I can't close this up. Okay, a 6 could work, but I'm going to try it. It's a little tight. Let me try it with a larger size, because if it's too tight, it's going to restrict the movement, which was the whole point of using them, right? So I'm going to try it with a larger one, which is kind of annoying, but let me try it with an 8. Okay, so I'm going to go the other side over here. Try this with an 8. Okay, it's not hanging evenly, obviously, because there's a size situation going on. I think I'm gonna go with the 6. The 6 is a little tighter, and I think it's just what I want to do more. This is just too bulky for me, so I'm gonna try to go back to the 6. Plus, this guy could come up over the top of these little beads right here. So I'm gonna try and get the 6 to work. Okay, charm and let's see. We're putting on a tire over here. I am struggling to get this guy on there. Danger! Okay, are we in? We are in. Okay. We got a hang right on there. So the reason I want to use the oval is because the way the oval is shaped is going to allow it to hang better as long as the oval's going the right way. This one is not wanting to go the right way. So I gotta get that fixed. There we go. Okay. Still crooked. That's fine for the time being. I ordered mine just before your live today. I hope I can still get one when I order after next week's drop. You talk about the FOC? Yep, they should be up there. I mean, they're up there until they sell out or until it's too close to time, you know? Okay, go here, and then I'm going to go in this one. Maybe that one was just a bad jump ring, because this one seems to want to just go right on. Oop. I spoke too soon. Got hung up in the wire. Oh, the neighbors were fighting yesterday, you guys. Yeah, I get it. Saving on shipping. You do whatever you gotta do, lady. Okay, one more. And then I'll straighten out that one. And maybe I gotta replace that one jump ring. Maybe I bent it up too much or something happened, because this other one seemed to go on quite well. Okay, where's our... Okay, that's the last one. And this one's gotta go over some extra hoopla. Maybe I should squish it. We'll try to squish it. There we go. Okay, extra hoopla. Get out of my way. Ah! Oh, I lost my charm. I'm just checking everything. Okay. Oh, I quite enjoy it. Okay, you guys can't see. Okay, so we just have to put on an earring layer. Dig it. It was kind of a lot for one earring, but now we know. Now we know the. I'm gonna put the earring layer on. Now we know the kind of like the setup of how it would go, which would make the process a lot easier next for the next one, because we don't have to guess on how long to make the earring and how long to cut the strings and what size whatever's we're gonna use. You know, that kind of thing. Ta-ting. Ooh, it's 10:04. So, I'll put this guy. Oh, which way is this little moon facing? This way? Okay, so this way. Get on there. I'll probably use a latchback for these, but just for now, I just want to be able to see the situation. That's cute. I'll switch these to latchback probably, just because it'll make it easier, but for the try-on purposes, yeah, I still got to put a little thing in here. I'm digging it. It kind of reminds me of like belly dancer style, Cynthia says. Like the mobile, the baby mobile, you know, with all the little bits, but it's got the ring that goes around. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of work, but hey man, I'm into it. I have to say my engineering for this was quite good. Generally, I struggle with like getting everything to be straight. Straight's not my thing. This worked out pretty good. I like it. I'm glad I was able to get those jump rings to work. It might be a little bit crookedy. I'm fine with it. They look great. They're cute. Sun catcher in my car mirror. Oh yeah, you could make it bigger and make it into a sun catcher. You know? I really like the round rings. And I feel like when I make a lot of like kind of like what you would call, I don't know what you call them, stick earrings, like where it's just like you put them on the, you know, on the whatever, and they're like stick earrings. And then when I don't make stick earrings, I generally use like links of some sort and like make them kind of like that way. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what it'd be like to put it this way instead of like this, you know? So it's kind of fun. I dig it. I'm definitely going to have to make the other one off camera to myself if it's going to take an hour. But I am happy with it. I think it is a good deal. It turned out just the way I wanted it to, per said drawing. I think, minus that we added an extra thing. But all in all, for just pulling it out of the air, I would say we did pretty good. Yeah. All right. I'll pick these up so Mr. Bunsen don't get up here and start. He gets up here and then he puts his little paws and then he like puts them in between his toes because he's a weirdo. Do y'all have weirdo animals? Because mine are weird. Huh. Oh, this is not where these go. You guys go over here. I'm gonna have to restock those. They're looking pretty rough. It's looking pretty rough in there. Whew. All right. Yeah, on the mat, they don't look very good. You gotta hold them up. Be sure to hit the like button. Oh yeah, don't forget to like me. It's free. All right, y'all. So FYI, today is members only bingo at 3 o'clock. It has been, that's the postponed game we were supposed to play last week. For those of you who were like, did I miss it? No, I didn't have internet last week. My internet went out for some reason, so we just postponed it to this week. So we're going to play that today at 3 o'clock, so bring your bingo cards. And then I'm also switching the ticket colors today. So any orders that have come in today, they will be getting the new ticket colors. I don't know what color I'm going to switch to yet, but FYI. What else we got going on? That's about it. I'm going to Taylor's Falls this weekend, so if you guys want, let me put this in the chat. If you want, you can send me a bead request. Bead request. There we go. Bead request form on the website. I have a couple of people's, and it just makes it easy because I just print them out and I can just take them with me. Hi, Mr. Bunsen. Mr. Bunsen is here. Even if you don't know what you want, like I've had some people just be like, hey, buy me something cool for a limit of $40 or whatever. And that kind of thing. So if you want stuff, do the bead request form and I will pick those up this weekend when I go. I think there might be a couple of custom orders left on the website, so if you didn't have a chance to grab up your custom order, maybe take a look and see if you got one over there. The new FOCs have been posted, and yeah, so that's all I got for today. I am going to start shipping, and then I'll be back at 3. I'll see some of you at 3, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Your mojo is definitely back, Randy. It never really went far. It's back home for sure. Well, that's good. And only a little bit of blood, yeah. We did pretty well. Alright, guys. I hope you have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. If you feel the need, head over to the Facebook group today. Hashtag What's on My Mat today. Share with us what you're working on if you want. If you don't want to, then don't do that. But if you want to, go ahead. And then I'll see you guys later. Bye. You want to say goodbye, Mr. Bunsen, with your needy self? And Mr. Bunsen says, I am needy and I need my mom. Yeah. Bye-bye, guys.